Well, hello there, my internet beauties. In this video, we are going to discuss music distribution platforms and why I ultimately, spoiler alert, went with DistroKid. We'll cover the most popular features out there and compare all the brands together, and ultimately you will see why I think DistroKid is supreme. Now, quick disclaimer, some of you do know that DistroKid does sponsor this channel, but this in no way is going to impact what I'm going to say in this video. In fact, I was a DistroKid customer before they became a sponsor of this channel, and I think that's actually one of the things that led them to find me. So back when I was looking for a music distribution partner, it took me about 2 weeks of searching and just researching and making huge spreadsheets and trying to decide ultimately which platform was right for me. So I'm just going to kind of take all that information I absorbed during that time and just put it into this video to make it really easily digestible. If at any point in this video I do convince you that DistroKid is also right for you, which, let's be real, it probably will be, then you can go ahead and click the link in the description below, also here, to save 7% on your first year plan at DistroKid. And also, if you find this information helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel. I think music education should be free, and part of that mission is spending countless hours making this YouTube channel all that I can be, and all I really ask in return is that you just click that little tiny red button on your screen down below. It really helps me out a lot. Anyway, let's get into it. So to be frank, there are a lot of companies out there that offer music distribution services. Making a video breaking down every single one of them and their full feature sets would take a really freaking long time. So instead of breaking down each one of them individually, I'm going to talk about the features that attracted me to DistroKid and compare these features to the competitors and sort of see who can stand up to the rich feature set and affordability that is DistroKid. I'm not gonna lie to you, some of these competitors offer really limited feature sets for like a really bloated, expensive price, and I'm not entirely sure how they're all able to stay in the music distribution business and stay competitive. And I kind of feel sorry for the customers of these businesses, but I guess that's what happens if you don't do your research. Luckily for you, by watching this video, you're clearly doing your research and are very ahead of the game, so kudos to you. That being said, let's start off with one of the biggest things that us consumers look at: pricing. One of the things that obviously really first attracted me to DistroKid is they offer the most affordable pricing on the market. Plans start at $20 a year, and that gets you access to unlimited uploads, and you get to keep 100% of your royalties. It costs even less if you use that referral link in the description. To compare that to some other services, CD Baby, Tunecore, Landr, Emu Bands, and Reverb Nation all charge on a per album basis ranging from $29 to $85, and in some cases, you don't even get to keep 100% of your royalties. I personally think that anything less than 100% of your royalties is completely unacceptable. And then you have companies like Amuse for $25 a year and Repost for $30 a year that get you unlimited distribution, and Repost also lets you monetize your Soundcloud listens as well. But both of these services offer extremely limited feature sets, and the only real feature they seem to offer is that you can do split royalties on your streams. But the buck pretty much stops there with those two. But that does bring me to the next feature that was a must for me, and that was split royalties. I love collaborating with other musicians, and so being able to cut other people into the action and make sure everybody gets paid for their work was really important to me. And surprisingly, this feature actually isn't as common as you think it would be across all music distribution platforms. Luckily, DistroKid to the rescue! Ha! With DistroKid's teams, you can set up royalty splits with any artist you've worked on a track on. And since DistroKid is already so popular and so many artists are already distributing their music through it, it's really easy just to add people onto your team and split the royalties without having to do a whole lot of setup work because almost everybody's already on there. I'll bet if you look hard enough, your grandma's even on there. You could start collaborating with her. Apple pie on a Sunday morning, dooba-doop-doop-doop-boo. Apparently that's her track. As mentioned earlier, Amuse and Repost offer this feature as well. But that's kind of the only other feature they offer. They don't really have any other artist tools, so the road kind of ends here for them, and I'm not really going to talk about them for the rest of the video. Now let's talk about Spotify preferred distributors. So Spotify has a provider directory where they actually recommend different companies to distribute your music through. One of the cool things about a company being on this track is that it ensures if you distribute through that company that your music will get on Spotify as fast as possible. And can you guess what company is at the top of that list? DistroKid, baby. Spotify has 5 total preferred brands, and so DistroKid being at the top of this list should really carry a lot of weight for you. 2 of these other brands are CD Baby and Emu Bands, but as mentioned before, both of these services are actually kind of wildly expensive, and they don't really offer a lot of features, and the features they do offer, you have to pay to add them on. Record Union is also on the list, however it's a little bit more expensive than DistroKid, and it's also feature stripped very intentionally. They kind of pride themselves in being sort of minimalistic. They also only give you 85% of your royalties, however they do offer the very generous feature where you can pay them $5 extra a month to increase this to 92.5% of your royalties. Ooh. And finally, Vydia is the 5th preferred distribution partner. However, that's like a closed platform. It's invite only, and they're kind of designed for managers and labels and also do like some video stuff. That's kind of a totally separate beast entirely. So we're not really going to talk about that one. So even just running through the Shopify preferred list, DistroKid is the most affordable. It offers you 100% of royalties, and it's also the most feature rich. So that's kind of like the triple crown of music distribution partners, right? Now I keep talking about this rich feature set. What the hell am I talking about? Well, in case you haven't heard enough reasons of why I think DistroKid is the best, I'm just gonna pile it on here, fair warning. DistroKid has a ton of artist tools, and they're just kind of useful, and it sort of just sealed the deal for me. They're just kind of fun to have. The first of these is their hyperfollow feature. So every time you finish uploading a track onto DistroKid, it generates what's called a hyperfollow page. So this is a landing page that can be used as a promotional tool for all your tracks and albums, and it has links to every single streaming service that your track can be streamed on. And what's cool is that while you're waiting for your track to hit all the stores, this landing page is automatically populated with a Spotify pre-save link, and there's also a way for listeners to enter their email address so they can be notified of when your track releases. This helps you build a contact list so that on the big day of your drop, you can send a message to all the contacts to sort of get some buzz going behind your track. Another great feature I find with DistroKid is that you can easily distribute cover songs. So for a small annual fee, you can upload a cover song to DistroKid, and DistroKid will take care of all the licensing for you. They'll also make sure that the original rights holder of the song gets paid when the track is streamed. If you don't have this resource, it's actually really confusing and complicated to be able to do cover songs, so it's just really nice that DistroKid makes this process really easy. DistroKid also offers a whole suite of promotional tools. This can range from creating promo cards to short little videos you can generate to share on social media. And you can also make these really fun little meme videos like this one of Grogu flipping switches in the Razor Crest. I would like to dance forever. With you. Come on, that's just fun. If you don't have the experience or tools to design your own assets, then these features can be really useful for you. I also like that it was really quick and easy to verify my Spotify for Artists page. Getting a blue check mark on most social media can actually kind of be a pain in the ass and take a while, so it's really nice that once you upload your first track, it's almost instant just to go and set up your Spotify for Artists page and get that nice little blue check mark in your profile. You can also set up your Apple Music for Artists page, and if you have a YouTube account that you already upload your music content to, you can make that page your artist channel. This is something that I did, which is why you see that little music note next to my name, because I set this up with DistroKid as my official artist channel. Now I can really keep going and going because DistroKid does offer, like I said, a ton of these features, and so I just kind of wanted to run through all those that I thought were some of the most important and that played a key factor in my decision to use DistroKid. There is no other tool out there that offers all of these features for $20. It just literally can't be beat. Another cool thing about DistroKid is they're very involved in the music community. You will have a very hard time finding another music distribution platform that gives back to the industry as much as DistroKid, and this is because they support a lot of YouTube channels. I've seen no other music distributor do this, and that means a lot to me both as an artist and as a content creator. But remember, I was a DistroKid customer even before I was a content creator. There's also no shortage of musicians and artists that will recommend DistroKid all across the internet, and that should also carry a lot of weight with you because these are people like myself that have used it and enjoy it and think it's a really great service. So with all that being said, I gotta ask, did I convince you? I'm telling you, just stop looking into this topic, just take the load off, let DistroKid handle it all, and just get back to making music. And also don't forget, you can take 7% off your first year's plan by clicking the referral link down in the description below. And if you have any other questions on the subject matter or feel I left something out, then feel free to leave a comment down below as well. And if you want to dive into more of music promoting and that kind of stuff, here's some nice little videos over there for you to click away on. And don't forget to stay beautiful, my friends.